we go. It automatically muted the audio. So we're going to get back going. That's right. This June 18th, we will be hosting the SmackDown in H-Town. Bandhead Network is going to host three bands. That's three bands, not four this year. We have the Golden Triangle All-Star Band. We also have the New Orleans All-Star Band from New Orleans, Louisiana, and then the host band is going to be Houston United Mass Band. That's right, Bandheads. You are here. You are hanging with the Bandheads. Sorry about the little audio mix-up in the beginning. But you saw the clip earlier of Ms. Jamie Phillips. And I'm going to read this again because she heard me, but y'all didn't hear me. So the Montgomery, Alabama Public School System would like to congratulate McKee Middle School Band Director Jamie Phillips for being named Teacher Leader by the National Association for Music Education. Now, I saw Ms. Phillips post this in one of the groups that I'm in on Facebook, and I was like, you know, we brought Hanging with the Bandheads back, so I thought it would be a great idea to just let you guys get to know Bandheads as I get to meet them at the same time. And so I'm pretty excited to have her on, you know, and again, that was her playing at the beginning. Like, I really enjoyed that. I don't know, y'all couldn't see me. I think she could. I was just bopping my head along to it. I've listened to it like about 6 times. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you can follow Ms. Phillips on YouTube, go ahead and give her some likes and go check out some of her videos. She posted something from the Black History program of her middle school. So check them out. Y'all saw her website. I'll make sure I publish it below in the comments. So let's go ahead and get Ms. Phillips on so that we can get this show started. Here we go. All righty. Welcome to the show, Ms. Phillips. Can you say hello?
Hey, hello, everybody.
Hello. Awesome. Thank you for coming on with us. We are Hanging with the Bandheads. So basically, with Hanging with the Bandheads, I'm just telling you a little bit about the show. So about a year or two ago, a young man that was working with me, Donovan Briggins, helped me start Bandhead Network. He was like, man, we need to all just hang out, you know. And I was like, you know, that's a pretty good idea. That's a pretty good idea, hanging with the Bandheads. So I was like, I started inviting some of my friends over. And when I invited them over, they would come. We would sit down, have dinner. I would cook, and we just talk about whatever they want to talk about that was going on in the band world. If they wanted to bring a clip up, I would let them play a clip, you know, things like that. If they wanted to talk about battles, we'd talk about battles, whatever they wanted to do. And so I was like, well, let me structure it a little more. So last week I had some band directors on from the Midwest area, Trotwood, and the Detroit area. River Rouge High School was there, Trotwood, Madison, really good band directors out there. And so I was like, let's get her on. Let's see what this is all about. Let's just try to introduce the world to the band heads out there. You know what I'm saying? And so they can get to know these educators, these musicians, these people that are out there that are still living the craft that we all fell in love with, sometimes elementary, middle, and high school. So, Ms. Phillips, again, welcome to the show.
Having me. Thank you.
Awesome. So how we like to get started is we need your pedigree when it comes to band. So I need to know, what are your band facts? Let me hear it. Starting from whenever you first picked up an instrument.
I started in middle school, and I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County, Duval.
Okay, Duval.
And I started playing in seventh grade. Seventh grade, I started playing flute, and then ninth grade, I went over to Ribault High School, and I marched and played in symphonic band over there. And going into my 10th grade year, we moved to the Atlanta metro area, out the blue, and we moved over to Clayco. Everybody familiar with Clayton County?
Oh, okay.
Right, we moved over there to Clayco, where everybody know about Jonesboro, Ford Park, all that, right? Okay,
Right.
but at the time, it looked a lot different. It was It was all white.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were definitely, I mean, those programs, they were going to Midwest, they were going to Georgia Music Educators Conference. Like those programs, they were, the marching band sucked,
Mm-hmm.
but they were killing the game otherwise. So I was there at that time at Forest Park High School, 97, 98. And then we moved my 12th grade year to DeKalb County.
The cab. Okay.
Yes, and I went to McNair High School my senior year, and that's why I ended up graduating from McNair High School. I was over there. My band director was Barry Alexander, and then from there I went to Bethune-Cookman
Oh, hell Wildcat.
College at the time. Hell Wildcats hashtag. But yeah, so I was there. I crabbed there in '99,
Mm-hmm.
and my sophomore year there, I became one of the piccolo section leaders. A little later in the year, I became the only piccolo section leader, and then graduated from there in 2007 with a degree in music education. And so yeah,
So that's where you've been. Wow, that was quite a journey. And your instrument is flute, right?
absolutely.
So you didn't try anything else. You
I played piccolo. I played. I was the piccolo player in symphonic band, even when I was in Clayton County with all the white folks.
okay?
I was the piccolo player. I'm always they wouldn't let me play anything else because I was always
All
so
star.
yeah, they needed me. So yeah.
Okay, okay. So what was it that made you fall in love with music?
I think that well, when I decided to get in band in seventh grade, it was really wasn't that deep. It was just like we were sitting in like wood shop or something, and I asked my friends. I was like, "Well, they carrying them black cases. Where they going? Why we not in that?" I remember asking my friend that. And she was like, "I don't know." And it was so boring. We hated that class. I remember taking a hairpin and sticking it in the they dared me to stick it in the socket to see what happened. Like I did that. Like I'm wild and crazy. So like we were bored in that class. So we was like, "Well, we gonna see what they doing down there." So we went down there and we found out it was band or whatever, and it was playing instruments. And
Mm-hmm.
my aunt had attempted flute in middle school,
Mm-hmm.
and my grandma had it in the closet. And so it was like, "Oh, well, if you gonna get in band, you playing this."
Okay.
And so when it happened, it happened.
Wow, wow. So and the journey began, and it led you to where you are today. And now middle school band director. What's that been like? You know, working with the kids. Working with kids that age and trying to teach them, bringing them into music. What was that like? Were there any challenges that you had when you first started? With the students themselves.
I started when I first started teaching. My first job, I taught elementary music for 7 years,
Hmm.
and that was while I was having all my babies. Because my husband is a high school band director, so during that time, we were just trying to have all the children, get them all out of the way. So I did elementary music for 7 years. I did very well with that. I taught reporter. I sent a lot of kids over to North Clayton Middle, North Clayton High School. Kids are still hitting me up today from third grade, like, "Ms Phillips, I'm in band because of you." So I'm thankful for that because even then I was like, "Y'all gonna be in the band." So and then I started teaching middle. Started teaching middle school at Eddie J. White Middle in Clayton County and feeds into Lovejoy High School. And my very first year over there, I got superior ratings at they call it LGPE, Large Group Performance Evaluation in Georgia. And so I built that program from scratch. And those kids, I mean, middle school kids, nobody ever wants to teach middle school kids, but I like middle.
Hmm.
I love them. They are because I like putting the instrument in their hands, getting them started, and watching them grow in it.
Yes.
And I'm very, very hard on them. And the thing that I do to I don't spend a lot of time, like my shirt says a woman's place is on the podium. That's ironic because I'm never on the podium.
Oh wow.
I'm always playing with them in some shape or form. Like back in school, I didn't play on the instruments, but when you teach middle school band, of course you have to play everything because you have to give them what you want. That's how we get those superiors, right?
Right.
So I gotta sit in the baritone section and say, this is what I want. I want it to sound like this. I gotta sit in the trombone section and say, no, do it like this, like me. So you have to always go jump in the percussion section, grab the sticks, go back there. No, you're not doing it right. This is how I want it. So you have to do hands-on learning with them to get what you want out of them to get that sound. So I love middle school.
Awesome.
And I taught high school band for a year too.
Okay.
So I've done all of them.
Okay. So, but you prefer middle school over high school?
Love middle. Yes.
So,
yes.
So as an educator, you have to do applied for all of the winds and even the percussion. What instrument was a challenge for you when you were going through that, and what did you do to overcome that? Because that can be a good strong message for the students, that may watch this interview and say, well, she can play everything, and she challenged this, and how was the outcome, when you ran into that instrument that challenged you?
Well, for applied, you play your major instrument, but for the methods courses, I guess that's what you're referring to.
Mm-hmm.
The methods like brass methods, woodwind methods, percussion methods. The one in percussion methods, snare drum. Oh my God. I can play rhythms now, and I can go back there. I go back there and show my boys and girls up back there all the time. But at the same time, when it comes to like rolling and stuff, I can't get jiggy with that whole rolling thing. But I can do it. I can do a fake roll for how many beats I need to do it. But snare drum, I can't stand it. For brass methods, I like the lower brass. I don't like tuba because it's too heavy.
Mm.
You can't tell from me sitting right here, but I'm only 5 feet. So I'm very, very small. And so holding a tuba, I can't hardly get up to the mouthpiece on it. So I don't pick that one up a lot.
I'm a tuba player, so this is hilarious to me.
Oh,
So.
I cannot.
Oh my goodness.
No, that one right there does not get the demonstration. But I will go play his part on the harmony director. I have a harmony director in my band room, and so I'll go put it on tuba and lower brass, and I'll pluck his parts out so he can hear. And then also I'll play him in bass clef on my flute.
Okay.
Things like that. Because the biggest thing with them is they never can hear early on. And then for woodwind methods, double reeds.
Oh, I've never tried it. I've never tried it.
Oh, I did. I tried. I gotta try again, I guess. I don't know.
Well, maybe it's time to maybe you have the right mindset for it now.
I don't know.
Wow. So you started off in 7th grade, right? You knew it was the flute no matter what. You matriculated through high school, college. You had no choice because of auntie, right? You matriculated through high school.
What was in there?
College,
Yeah.
and then you taught in high school. You love middle school. So tell me, what is it like being a woman in music education?
This is where I'm gonna try to suppress the cuss word.
Okay.
Even though you told me I can, but I'm not gonna do that on your show.
All right.
Okay,
If it slips,
I'm not
it's
gonna do
slip.
that.
It's all good. If it slips,
It might
it's
slip. It might be some slippage. But nah. But it's been a journey. I say that. I speak out about it a lot. Some of the other women that are band directors, they speak out about it a lot too. They may not be as raw as I am about it because that's just my personality. I don't sugarcoat or play politics, but it has been hell being a female in this profession. And I'll say the reason why, and a lot of times the male counterparts, they'll say, well, you shouldn't feel like that, or it's not like that. if I'm telling you that this is how it is, and listen to my experience and take it back, and do something about it instead of trying to negate it. But basically, being a female in music education, and I'm gonna speak on really all sides, but really the black side.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's it's almost as if you have to have a chip on your shoulder all the time. You have to walk around with a chip on your shoulder. You have to. So you know how some people will see like people posting their videos of they band on Facebook and stuff, and be like, oh, they arrogant and da, da, da. If you a female, I don't think you're not arrogant, because that's what you have to do to prove yourself. Because these guys, they assume right off the bat that just because you're a woman, you don't know what you're doing. When it comes to things, I always say this. I say this all the time. If it's time to say, okay, we're looking for someone to come work with my kids for festival or whatever, they'll always call me for flutes all the time. Flutes,
Okay.
flute. The fact that I've had a middle school band sounding better than really almost all of their bands,
Mm-hmm.
that has gotten ones consecutively, and they'll call a dude that's had a band that ain't never seen a one, but they'll never call me to work a podium. And so that's just how that is. It's always, oh, you can work my flutes, but then they'll have somebody else. Or if it's time for podium time with things involving marching band and things like that, they'll put somebody who not even a music educator on the podium before they'll put me.
Wow.
And that's just the experience. That's just how it is. And a lot of times when you deal with things like that, and you say something, then it's, oh, well, you didn't ask. Why should I have to ask? But when you say that, then you're being arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
So then you just learn not to do nothing. So what you end up doing is a lot of administrative tasks. They end up having you, hey, can you go collect the money? Can you pass out a field trip slip? Can you, you know, that's all you're good for as a woman.
Wow.
So
Wow. Wow. So it seems like the male counterparts maybe don't value the female band directors. And it's I know it can be frustrating because education or being in a leadership role as an educator shouldn't be gender specific. You know, you worked hard. It's hard to be a music educator. It is hard.
I work like a dog.
Yeah,
I work like a dog.
and even getting to your degree, that's a lot of work to be a music. And then you have to go and you have to test after you get your degree, and that's the reason a lot of these male and some females can't make it as a band director, elementary, middle, or high school. So I mean, kudos to you for fighting and making it through that journey. Shame on the educators that are depriving those students of the experience that you can give them, because clinicians come and they bring inspiration to musicians, in my opinion. And if your band is doing so well, why not bring in somebody that knows what they're doing, man or woman?
The pole, right? The totem pole in music education, right? Who
Mm-hmm.
knows what they're doing? It's always first the white man, then the black man,
Mm-hmm.
then the white woman, and then all the way down to the floor, the black woman. So you'll sit in a room. I've been a fly on the wall before listening to male band directors talk, and they'll bring up every female band director they know, and only thing that'll come out their mouth is how they don't know what they're doing and how they had to come rescue them or anything like that. So when I got my first band job, I had something to prove,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been working like a slave ever since.
Wow. Keep up the hard work. Kudos to you for doing that. And again, shame on you educators that are out there putting gender on what you're doing. It's already frustrating that you see it in corporate America. And as a black man, you should know what it's like for somebody to to feel oppressed by somebody, or to feel like, you know, somebody don't value you for what you do. I mean, because when you look at somebody, and maybe I talk too much, excuse me, I'm sorry. But when you look at it, you know, you hear a lot of the black band directors complaining that the white schools get all of this, the white schools get all of that, but then they turn around and do that exact same thing to their female counterparts. That could be extremely frustrating. And again, shame on you, like real talk. And I ain't asking for no names, but if you see this, fix it. Do better. You know, bring Ms. Phillips over. Mrs. Phillips, I'm sorry, you said you were married, so I don't want to don't have him coming after me now.
Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not.
So those were some of the that's what it's like being a female educator. What are you doing to try to break through that ceiling?
Well, you know, you mentioned that I did recently apply and get admitted to be a teacher leader for the National Association for Music Education. When I see opportunities like that, I jump on them. And I always make sure I have an application in. I always go above and beyond. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people, I'm located in Alabama now. I just moved here this year from the Atlanta metro area.
Mm-hmm.
And so things are done a lot different here. But I came here, I knew, okay, I got to come over here and do everything that's expected in Metro Atlanta that might not be expected here. I got to come here and go above and beyond because I'm a female.
Right.
And I did it. I said I was going to take them to MPA. I took them to MPA, which is what they call it here, music performance assessment.
Mm-hmm.
People told me I couldn't do it. People told me I shouldn't do it. We don't do that around here. These kids they're not gonna go for that, and they're gonna go for whatever they director tell them that they're going for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so everything, you know, people call me arrogant and stuff. I've been hearing that a lot here, but people call me arrogant and stuff, but it's not arrogance. I have to do everything times 1,000
Mm-hmm.
to be recognized, to even be seen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got you. And I know how that can make you feel frustrated. So Montgomery, Alabama, what high schools are out there?
My school feeds into Jefferson Davis High School. That was that one that had the guy, the drum major, that went all viral and all of that.
Oh, Justin.
Couple years. Justin, that's his name. That's the baby's name. That's his school. Yeah, my school feeds into his school at Lanier High School. Lanier High School as well. And what else? Now there's a couple others, but those are the only two that matter. I mean, for my school, that's what I feed into.
Okay.
And so yeah, they got a pretty decent band culture out here.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty decent.
Okay, that's awesome. The only reason I was asking is because I know quite a few band directors in the Alabama area, and so and some of them are my crab brothers from when I marched at Southern. So you know, after we finish, I'm picking up the phone and I'm calling some people because this has to change. You know, this mindset, this mentality, all of that has to change. And if I can do anything within my power to help you, you know, Crab Brothers are people that marched after me, or people that marched with me in the band directors that I know that are in the Alabama area. These are good guys. I hang out with good people, and so you know, expect to see, you know, at least one or two, you know, friend requests from some of those high school band directors out there. And I'm gonna talk to them ahead of time, so we're gonna be good, all right? So, wow. So this has been pretty cool hanging out with you. You know, I see you in the car. You got your locks popping and all that good stuff. You ready? Oh man.
So before this, and I apologize for being in the car. I had a rehearsal immediately before this for a community orchestra concert band I play in.
Most definitely. I mean, we try to catch you in casual environment. You don't have to have all of your degrees behind you and all that other kind of stuff, you know.
In the house, they have decor, you know, the bookcase, the bookshelf, and all of that.
With the trophy right there on the side of you. So we're gonna go through a little set of questions. Let's have a little fun, right? We done got serious, all that other kind of stuff. Let's have a little fun. So, you've lived in the South, from the South. Grits, salt or sugar? Say it again.
Butter, garlic butter too.
Salt and garlic butter. Okay, okay. With a little cheese on it. You put a little cheese on your
Put some cheese in them
grill.
things.
Get right, get right. All right. So, next question. What's your favorite holiday? And why?
As a mom, I have 3 kids, by the way. 16. He plays tuba. He's going to Southern's band camp, by the way.
Okay, awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to talk
He'll
after
be
this.
That's my baby. 13. I have a girl that's 13. I have a boy that's 9.
Okay.
Not his age. When you get old, you forget. But yes. So with my babies, I don't know, because every holiday is a big deal. We have to make a big deal out of all of them.
You turn up for everything.
Yeah, well, you have to. You have to do the Halloween decorations. You got to do it up for the fall, the Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. You got to go nuts. I guess I'll say Christmas because I like to watch them open their gifts and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, their faces exploding when they get what they wanted. Oh my goodness, that brings a little warmth right there, huh?
Yes, it makes me happy.
Okay, so she all other holidays are her favorite, Bandheads. All of them are her favorites, but Christmas gets the edge over all of them. Okay, so last question. Well, not a question. One has got to go. Bandhead Network, hanging with the Bandhead edition. Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Gap Band, Cameo, or the Jacksons. Who's got to go? And all of the music that they brought us. Want me to say it again? The Gap Band? Okay. The Gap Band. I can see that. Go ahead.
I like Charlie now, but I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness, Mrs. Phillips. Thank you so much for hanging with the Bandheads today. We really appreciate you. And before I let you go, I want you to share all of the social media information that you want to share with the Bandheads out there. And is there anything that you want to share with my audience?
So social media, our band Instagram page is McKee, MCKEE _ band page.
Okay.
My personal Instagram is at JAYRIANA. And my Facebook page is Jamie Nicole. So my name, JAMMIE, and then my middle name, NICOLE. That's everybody's middle name that was born in the 80s, pretty much. So I got both of. I got 2 80s names. I got Jamie and Nicole. I got 2 of them.
Jamie and Nicole. So you're authentic in a way. I mean, you got time stamped in the 80s. Yeah, she's from the 80s, Jamie.
Yeah, late 70s. Yes.
I'm a 70s baby too.
I'm 81.
Oh, okay. So you right there at the end. And on YouTube, I was pulling that up. That's why I was looking to the side. On YouTube,
I don't know that.
It's JP. The letter J, as in Jerome, and P, as in Piccolo. Hey, there you go. JP on YouTube. Y'all make sure that when you watch this video that you search for JP and you check her out, because that video at the beginning, like, the tone was awesome. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, you didn't like it? It was pitchy to you?
I love it. And I want to share too, I am a golden anniversary winner this year. I'm winning. I don't know why I'm winning a lot of stuff, but golden anniversary winner for the National Flute Association this year. This is their 50th anniversary. Yes, and I'm one of 10 honorees for their 50th anniversary this year.
Wow, send me that so that I can share it on Bandhead Network to the audience. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
That's work.
Yes.
That's work.
Yeah, you got to stay in there and you showing your kids grind. That's what I'm talking about. Look, I'm going to take you off the screen, but don't go anywhere because I need to get some information from you. So just hold up with me. Thank you again for being here with us on Hanging with the Bandheads. Peace. I will talk to you later. Yeah, thank you, Ms Phillips. My wife just came and told me I forgot the system automatically mutes the microphone. I have to get back used to that. Thank you, Ms Phillips, for being here with us and being on the show. We really appreciate her. We really appreciate her for sharing her journey with us and everything that she's gone through uh, from middle school to high school to college, and then by being a female educator and the challenges that she's running into. You know, we really appreciate her for sticking with it because a lot of people will give up when it's too much oppression on you. But you know, hey, let me tell you something. A diamond gets made with pressure. So, Ms. Phillips, I want you to keep your head in the game, and I want you to stay, you know, strong under all of that pressure. Again, June 18th, here in Houston, Texas, the SmackDown in H-Town, Golden Triangle, New Orleans All-Star Band, Houston United Mass Band, we are back. It's your boy, J Law. Thank you for